Okay, we are back into draft. They could not get draft flow working, so sacrificed some availability and using leak line here. So we had ASOL, Fiora, Echo coming out for Team 8 side, so banning Gunboy's ASOL, and I don't know who plays Fiora now that Juicebox isn't on their team anymore, but that's obviously banned. Jindaru's Briar got banned. They're going to first pick him, Evelyn, it would appear. But yeah, we are now on red side pick. So this is Team 10 again, Richie and them folks. Poppy locked in. First pick, Evelyn's kind of an interesting pick, I would say at least. I wonder if it's a contested pick or if they just didn't have something better at the first pick. But we never did quite figure out who was the sub for Team 10, or for, yeah, Team 10 here. Whoever Yarn is playing as, but we'll figure that out shortly once we get in game. Twitch locked in for the red side ADC role. That is Binga Bam's champ. Should be a fun matchup for him. And we're on blue side 2 and 3 here. Locking in Irelia. I love Irelia into Twitch. Don't really love Irelia when you see a Poppy locked in, though. That's kind of just asking you to get yourself a counter pick. Now, that is a flex pick. We don't know if that Irelia could be bot or 80, sorry, mid or top lane. I'm guessing Chewy plays it. I would assume Saphir plays it as well. Let's take a look at his champ pool real quick. Saphir is on team 8. Yeah, Saphir does play Irelia, so that could be Saphir's Irelia. That could also be Chewy's Irelia. We do not know quite yet. Vigar is the follow-up blind pick mid lane, or potentially blind pick mid. I guess that's just to give Richie a champion he's comfortable playing, because after ASOL, his champion pool kind of shrinks to the size of Nant. Vigar is the next champ I think that he's comfortable after that with. MF gets banned, so still targeting the bot lane here. So that's, again, I want to say their bot lane is Pluto. Who is the bot lane for Team 10 again? Or Team 8? White backwards and Pluto is their bot lane. So White, what does he play? He's a Diamond 4, current Diamond 4 ADC, plays a lot of Jinx, plays a lot of MF, plays a lot of Twitch and Tristana. Definitely leans into the Twitch, or the Jinx gameplay, and that's probably why it was the first ban here. I would expect more ADC bans. Catherine, the support picks already locked in. Yep, bans the Tristana, and the Twitch is picked away. So the 4 top ADCs that White backwards plays has been banned, or the three top has been banned, and then the 4th has been picked away from their team. By the way, is the stream able to hear me? Oh yeah, okay. I just was not talking. All right. Yeah, I opened up the Twitch room. Like, I'm not hearing any voices. Anyways, Kale locked in. That's probably a Kale top. So we still don't know if that Poppy is jungle or in the support role. Kale into Irelia also doesn't sound fun. I think Irelia has 2 free matchups here. I would assume that, okay, it's gonna be Kale mid. They are putting, it's gonna be Irelia mid. They're picking Mordekaiser top lane for their for Chewy and Ash bot lane. So Ash Lulu, pretty strong level 1, level 2. And we're on the final pick here. It's either going to be support or jungle. We still don't know if that Poppy could be in the jungle role, which it is. So that is Poppy jungle, Leona support. Going after these drafts. Let's take a look here. I'm not quite sure how the bot lane matchup works. I'm assuming Twitch Lulu is just stronger, Ash Lulu is just stronger in the bot lane. I would assume they would win bot. Polymorph Leona if she ever goes in on Ash, and then they just win the trade after that. Top lane, Mordekaiser versus Kale. I mean, surely Surely Mordekaiser just hard beats Kale pre-level 6, and it's just a hard matchup for her. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of work for Jinru to do this game. I think that Irelia has a lot of opportunity to pop off. Again, Richie, I think, is the lowest ranked player on Team 10 on this Red Sign team here. So if they can get that Irelia fed, Irelia does have a lot of targets that she can go onto. She does have to deal with the Poppy and the Leona constantly CCing her, but once we get into game, we'll be able to see how this matchup goes. With that, I think we'll have the 3-minute spectator delay timer going on the screen here. So I think we'll take a break and come back when we get into game. Okay, we are in game now. We'll see if any team has some shady shenanigans level 1 that they're going to pull off. Looks like just a standard 5-point from red side. Poppy is AFK trying to figure out her items, I assume. Let's get these players in the right roles. Blue side is 5-man grouping in river here. Gonna get spotted, I think. So they should know that they're running up here. But it doesn't look like they're doing anything about it. So we may get some carnage level 1 here. Twitch cues away. Yeah, they'll be able to get out just fine. No level 1 shenanigans. Unlucky. Places a ward on blue side so they'll know if Poppy starts blue. But Poppy's just going into the blue side jungle. Gonna get maybe invade level 1 here on the Evelyn. If you can set Jinjuru's Evelyn back, that would be pretty good for their team. Again, I'm expecting the carries for this game to be Sphere, Jinjuru, and Shui on blue side, and then Binga Bam in the bot lane. We are getting a level 1 fight here. 3-man Irelia stun saves the fight. Shui's able to live. Gunboy does get what, like +2 stacks off of that? Yep, starting the game with 2 stacks. And it should quiet down a little bit after that. Poppy is starting red, is half HP'd from that level 1 exchange. That will make her clear a little harder. Mordekaiser had to TP back to lane. Ori out of his TP. But it should be, I would expect Chewy just wins level 3, maybe even before he can just run at Kale. Taking a look at this bot lane here, Twitch has lost 1/3 of his HP. Again, I do think Ashe Lulu can just run down the enemy bot lane anytime they hit slow. Ashe slow plus Lulu slow equals a lot of damage. Fully stacked Conquer from Mordekaiser. No one dies though. I feel like Chewy could have flashed on Kale there and gone to kill, but I guess there's always the risk of the flash away. I'm gonna out tab real fast. I don't think that's gonna mess up the stream. Okay. Gamba, please. We are, I think, working on that. Gamba is now live. Okay. Poppy invading here, does not get the camp. In what world, I guess if Poppy smited away, they would win that? This is looking rough. Lots of flashes, burns. Poppy should just die here. Like, no way is this Poppy allowed to live. Okay. Well, definitely making him waste time. It may be an execute. I don't know how much time has passed, if it's enough. Yep, it's just an execute in the bot on the top lane bot tower. Top lane tier 3 tower. More trades in this top side. Shui does have his W shield, I believe. Yep, Conqueror fully procced. I think that, I guess it's not a dead kill. The director mode says, nope, nothing happens here. It is dangerous in the top lane and bot lane. Top lane fight skirmish there. Twitch at a dangerously low HP. Takes a tower shot. Now taking a look mid. Nothing happens. Flash polymorph, and that's first blood. Ashe will die for it though. For some reason Lulu was not tanking there. And Lulu gets caught by Poppy, and this should be another kill. So they did get the tower dive on Twitch. Twitch did burn both sums. Oh, are they trying to save this kill for someone? Wait. No way are you able to hold it. Okay, it was just some BM. Didn't quite see what happened topside there, but Kale ended up getting a kill. And Evelyn, I'm assuming, did some cleanup there. Ooh. Okay. Prediction, oh, yes. Prediction closes in 3 minutes. Be sure to get your Gamba vote out. You still pretty even game, 7.6 to 3.7.3k gold. There is close to a jungle flame horizon here with a 10 CS lead on the Evelyn. Yeah, this mid lane looks so playable for Richie. Richie, stop taking autos, just run away! No, Richie! Okay, yeah, Irelia sets up a nice freeze, makes it so Gunboy had to walk up in order to get CS, and then just does Irelia things and gets on top of Richie. I expect that to happen on repeat here. Still looking at the bot lane. I'm just looking at the CS numbers, like blue side, Chewy team 8 side is up in the top lane, up in the mid lane, up in the bot lane. Oh god, it's a massacre. Irelia finds Poppy in the jungle, does a tower dive, gets another kill. That is now 2-0 Irelia. That's 18 CS up, 19 CS up on Richie. Bingo Bam, like Leona can never go in on their bot lane. She just gets polymorphed and then Ashe kites her out. Richie blows flash, gets stunned by the E. Yeah, this is playable. And I do believe the Leona going in after Twitch hits 1 HP, but what can she do? Twitch can't follow up, and that's just a dead Twitch. White backwards is getting quite a lead in the bot lane here. Double the CS already, almost double CS mid lane. Top lane is the only kind of even matchup. Can this Tringe top, which I believe Tringe is the subbed Masters player, subbing for Juicebox, can he carry Juicebox's legacy and carry the game for his team? Evelyn topside. We do have a fight going on top. Irelia was moving up, but looks like just trying to just pick off Richie when Richie tries to come help. Waiting got the stun. Isn't going to be able to get him, but Richie's 1 HP, no TP, no flash. Gonna lose even more CS in laning power here. So at, what, 7 minutes in the game, we're already up 2k gold, 2.4k. It's looking like a snowball here for Team 8. But I have my hopes up that this Kale can get to late game and can carry. Surely. Nothing really happening on the map for the next couple minutes. If you are Team 10 here, red side, you're just trying to slow down the game, try to get your Kale some time to scale up, reach that level 16 power spike, reach that 11 mid power spike. Try to slow down the game because I do think there's a lot of scaling factor with this Twitch Vigar Kale on red side, but yeah, the question is if blue side, if Team 8 is going to give them the breathing room to do that here. Kale running towards the jungle here, spots Evelyn. Nothing's gonna happen though. Red side picking Dragon. I do believe the first 3 kills went to blue side. So feats of strength. The first feat is on blue side here. Poppy picking to fight. Leona not walking far enough up to fight for that engage there. But Ashe getting pushed back. They're kind of splitting their targets. Poppy is targeting Lulu and Twitch is parting at. This is just a disaster. You know, if I'm red side here, I got this Kale better be giving like an emotional speech right now saying why they shouldn't FF. Like my mental is blown if I'm on red side here. There's a fed area, there's a fed bot lane, jungle gank just failed. It's a disaster. This Kale has a lot of weight to scale up and get fed. I just don't know if he has the time in order to reach that point where he's scaled. Kills keep happening over and over again. We're past a kill a minute here in this game. Irelia is kind of low, potentially in ult range if Richie hits like a WQ, but ult is down for that Vigar mid. Yeah, not even 10 minutes and we're already at 4k gold lead, greater than 4k, 4.8k gold lead. Snowball keeps snowballing. First item, Meja Ice for Jindaru's Evelyn. He thinks that he's just going to snowball even harder here, which, you know, maybe that's true. Poppy now realizing the bot lane's lost, picking top lane to invade. Mordekaiser does have ult, or picking top lane to gank. Who will? Mordekaiser's just going to ult Poppy. Poppy needs to stall out this Mordekaiser ult, maybe stun him against the walls. Irelia has to flash out. Flashes after, double flash after. He's 1 HP. Kale is able to pick up the kill. That's exactly where you need the money to go. Dodges to the Ashe ult bot lane. Doesn't look like anything will happen here. Does try to turn. Oh god. First to burn flash. Irelia is trying to clean up. And gets a double kill top lane. So that is now 5-0 Irelia mid. Was close, but still gets the double kill. Mordekaiser TPing mid to cover. Oh, I am is indeed live, Pony Boy. You missed the Gamba, unlucky. All right, so we are now 11 minutes in the game. 5.2 gold lead, 5.3k gold lead at 11 minutes. This Irelia is extremely scary with a 5-0 start. Double the CS of Gumboy's Vigar mid lane. 98 CS, 11 minutes, approaching around 9 CS a minute there. Bot lane is up 20 CS, top lane is up 10 CS. There's just massive leads. It looks like this first tower mid lane is going to be popping soon. Evelyn's just inside Poppy's jungle saying, you're not allowed to jungle while I'm here. But Poppy does hit a nice stun, is able to proc the phase rush and run out of there before Evelyn can follow up with the charm. Grubs is up, and when you are trying to snowball this game, yeah, Grubs definitely does help. Evelyn picking that she is going to go do the Grubs here. Should be able to get them no problem with how fed this Irelia is. Richie is also backing. So no mid prior for Grubs. This should just be free Grubs for teammate red side here. Irelia dies of cringe. That's what I'm saying. I hope I never have to lane against this Irelia champion in IMs. Irelia would have hit an E, but Richie had to flash it. Richie now down both sums yet again, trying to play safe under tower. He couldn't get his Cosmic Dragon, so he took the Cosmic Skin instead for Vigar, just noticing that now. Ginger is still in a sad state, bought the Medjais, has not been able to stack it, and Richie's just dead. Yep. There goes one sad purple little furry, whatever you call Vigar. What rank is Fahir again? Can someone in Twitch chat look this up for me? My god, the gap is kind of insane. But they did blind pick Vigar. I believe it was a blind pick Vigar, if I remember correctly. It was first pick Evelyn into Vigar was third pick, so I don't think it was a blind pick Vigar. I think they saw the Irelia and picked Vigar anyways. Gold 1. So we got a gold 1 versus an iron, and the gold 1 6-0. That sounds about right. Still no book stacks on the Evelyn though. Has not been able to get any assist or kills since buying it. I think red side is just dying too fast for her to get involved. Kale, the only one on Team 10 red side here to be able to say they're in a decent landing spot, I would say, decent power. Kale is about to hit reach level 11, so she should get that level 11 power spike with her ult. It does have the first item. Just take a look at the items in this game. Like, ball lane's up an item and a half, or pretty much up an item. 2.44k. 2-1-2 versus 1-3, 115 CS versus 86. Taking a look at actual gold, ADC is up 2k gold. That's 2/3 of an item, more or less. Mid lane's up 4k gold. Top lane's essentially even. Jungle's essentially, well, 700 gold up. Support is 1,000 gold up. Money is not looking good for Team 10 here. But, you know, if they could start the game, somehow reach 30 minutes, Kale will be an absolute monster. Twitch will be a monster. Well, maybe be a monster. Depends on how well they can peel off the Irelia. Alright, this is looking like an Irelia double kill. Alright, just a single kill. Does Rod of Ages, you need to be alive for its timer to tick? No, at least you do not. Okay. So even if Richie is kind of playing gray screen simulator here, his Rod of Ages will still tick. He'll still stack it, get the free level once it hits 10 stacks. But Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to slow down this game where Irelia could probably tower dive whoever tries to defend her at this point, unless it's Poppy. Poppy is the saving hope to peel off this Irelia from Richie, from Bingabam. White Faker's there too, but it's a lot harder to hit CC like a Leona E on a dashing Irelia. Irelia does have 2 items completed versus Richie's just 1 item. Again, taking a look at the gold, she's now at Saphir's now at 9k gold to Richie's 4k, so 5k gold lead just in the mid lane alone. It's a disaster. Rip Herald being gone here. Feats of Strengths did go towards Chewy's team 8 here. Point and click CC onto the Irelia keeps Irelia from doing anything too crazy here. Poppy can also stop all dashes, which is pretty much just Irelia. The first item, Thord Mail on Poppy Jungle. What does that do to your clear, I wonder? I mean, obviously her CS isn't that far behind Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn able to get her first 2 stacks in her book. Trying to get a couple more here. Richie's coming up, places the cage down, does not get us done, but he's able to disengage the fight. Kale is saying, I want to keep going here. We're almost trying to see the power spike of the Kale there. Nothing much more able to follow. Irelia is going in for a 1v3, instantly cures the Twitch. Looking to try to finish off Richie here. Richie places down the cage, staying within auto range. I think you're just supposed to run away there, Richie. We are looking at a 9-0 Irelia, 10.6k gold, more than 10k or more than 6k gold up on Richie. We are at 18 minutes into the game with a 12k gold lead for blue side. They're already at their tier 1 towers here. Or, yeah, tier 1. You know, the Kale looked like she's starting to scale. I just don't know how well a Kale can hold on against a 9-0 Irelia mid. Alright, resetting here. No objectives coming up anytime soon, at least. Tower bounties are up. 15 kills, 2-4. Oh god. Kale just needs to stay in the side lane. I mean, there's no towers. They've lost all their like tier 3 and tier 2 towers, man. Oh my god. Yeah, Irelia is quite fed. Quite a scary 3-item Irelia. Arrow hits Richie. Nothing much gonna follow it. Irelia is flanking. This is probably a double kill for Irelia. Irelia is saying, Vigart, you're dead. I'm going for Poppy. Poppy hits a nice stun. Lulu slows, and yep, just another kill. Oh boy. I mean, you know, there is the average win time statistic here. Can blue side get a fast win here to uses any tiebreakers? Bro, Hullbreaker alone passive got deleted 2 seasons ago. I lost 1k channel points. Oops. Oh, I love it. Just as a reminder, there is a top sub here. So Juicebox III, the highest ranked player in IMs, wasn't able to play. And I believe there's like a 700 LP difference between the sub and the current player there, and between Juicebox, between Twin Trins and Juicebox. So I wouldn't take a look at this game and be like, Richie's team's out of it. I think once they get their Juicebox back in here, I think the game could take a different turn. I don't know if the Kale was a comfort pick, but I think if you're playing challenge, your top lane's going to carry, your top lane has to pick a champ that they can actually like 1v9 laning phase on. Kale is too slow of a champ to scale up in order to 1v9 a game. But we'll see future picks, see what he picks here. Like I think if you want to have like your top lane 1v9, it's got to be like a Camille or like a Fiora and just split push full game, being able to take an early lead in laning phase and absolutely snowball the lead. not having a single winning lane, like top lane was just even for the most part, did kind of hurt Poppy. And that's just the dead Poppy. Ginger now at 6 stacks on his book. Slowly earning that degree. TP mid, they may just try to force a tower dive mid here. I think if Mordekaiser ever lands a pull, it's just go in. Irelia ult is up. Cage is used. Irelia can look to engage, but kind of scared of the Kale ult, of the Leona CC. Does not pull the trigger and go in. Yeah, I am also noticing Twitch chat that all my channel points, I had 16k channel points last night after the Gamba. They're all gone. I was scammed. Okay, still no objective spawning soon. I imagine when Baron spawns, blue side just gotta take it on spawn. I'd be really curious to see if here can tower dive Kale. I mean, if I don't know, if the Irelia messes up the tower dive, then it's just 1,000 gold to Kale, which is like the worst case scenario. Kale is hurting a little bit. This is stunned on the E. Poppy just has to run for her life. It is a phase rush. Poppy went first item Thornmail for heal cut, but surprisingly not that far down in CS considering the game state, only 50 CS down. Irelia hops over the wall, Poppy pops the phase rush and just runs away. So far, nothing really happening for the last like 2-3 minutes of the game. Just sitting under their tier 1 towers, being allowed to farm. Which is exactly what you want for red side at least. It'll be interesting to see what they do for the next dragon, which is sold for Baron with spawns. Jindaru forced to ult out there. Again, he only has 6 book stacks. He bought the book, was not able to stack it that quickly. Let's take a look at gold again. This is just gonna be a massacre. So Irelia at pretty much 13k gold. Gumboy, Richie saying just under 6k. Kale is up in gold. Jungle is like 1,000 gold difference. ADC's up like 2-3k gold. I think Poppy's just gonna try proc phase rush here and then run away. But Mordekaiser does have ult. This should just be a dead Poppy. Doesn't even need to ult. Can still ult. Ults the Kale. Forces the Kale in a 1v1. Kale does have ult. Their whole team needs to get on Kale here and support. Nah, Kale's just dead. That is the strongest player on Team Ted dead here. Still, objective timer is not up quite yet. I gotta remember what the hotkey is to show what objective timers is. Yeah, people are typing GG in chat. It's rough. It's rough. Mid lane snowball was indeed real. Surely teams have mercy and don't ban Richie's A-Soul after this. Irelia going for a tower dive. Can they get the shutdown gold on someone that matters here? Kale just... Nah, I think Irelia's just killing them all. Oh, barely gets the kill. If Irelia gets the kill there, I think, does she have Triumph? Does she heal? She may have been able to live if the Poppy did die there. But towers being broken, just inhibitors remain in the 2 Nexus towers. Kale is going in, gets a kill, gets a shutdown, massive gold onto the Kale carry. Trying to kite out the Mordekaiser here. Not successful, not bring down this this Noxus King. Twitch wanting to engage there, gets polymorph, gets E-pulled by Mordekaiser, and that's just everyone dead. Does he even need the fed Irelia there? Chewie is fed enough by himself. Gunboy does have ult, just flash ult him. Just Q him, Richie, just Q him. Okay, minions get the kill for Richie. Richie is on the leaderboard now, gets his first kill of the game. We'll see they just have, Barons up, Dragon Souls up. Don't think they'll be able to do any sort of contest here. Aurelia just gonna solo Dragon. I bet you Evelyn can probably solo Baron. Maybe not. Has no book stacks on the Magi's. Lost them in that last fight. Okay, so once again, we are at 26 minutes. Blue team just checking those boxes here, gets Dragon Soul, Mountain Soul, and is now doing Baron. Should be a pretty quick take with Ashley, Rune, and Evelyn. Irelia TP bot. It's a 12-1 Irelia with upgraded MR boots with a Wit's End. So, the Kale that's supposed to carry does have a difficult time. I literally think they can just, blue side team 8 can just walk into the base here and end. Aurelia pressuring, one last inhibitor left, and then they'll get the double super minions spawning in. Not that I think they need them. I mean, the only engage is Irelia, or Leona. Leona misses ult, not able to get an engage. Minions slowly chipping away at this tower. Only range champ is Ashe and Lulu on the Amy teammate here. Evelyn Charm hitting, and that's just a dead Poppy. Leona should die shortly after, getting Kai down by Ashe. Mordekaiser, Twitch ulting, gets ulted by Mordekaiser. In the Delth round, that's a dead little rat. Kale's on top, Nexus Tower's dead. Playing for kills here. Gunboy gets ult. Kale trying to get one more kill before the game ends. Nope, that will be it. So for our second game of IMs, Team 8 will be beating Team 10, albeit without Juicebox playing, so that could have changed something up. Team 10, I don't think your season is screwed. I think you guys, once you get Juicebox in, he'll do his 1v9 top IM player magic, but overall some pretty good gameplay from Team 8. I really got incredibly fed. Bot lane just was a winning matchup the whole laning phase. They hit a nice 3v2 moment in that bot lane where Poppy came to gank, and they ended up turning it on them. Let's see if we can pull anyone from the winning side into this call. See if we can get any interviews going. I think we'll pull in Saphir, the 12-1 Irelia.
That's not. Oh,
Hello, Saphir. Is that how you say your name, Saphir? Uh,
hello.
do you
Um,
mind doing an interview talking about your guys' performance? You were obviously a 12-1 Irelia towards the end of the game there. How did it feel bullying poor Iron Richie after banning his A Soul?
um, so I didn't really want to ban ASOL, but my teammates were like, he only plays ASOL, so I was like, okay, that's fine with me, I guess.
Uh, but how did it feel? Did it feel good tower diving over and over again?
I didn't tower dive too much. I feel like it was pretty chill early on. Like I was up in CS and I kind of just went around the map through that.
Right. Future reference, do you think teams should ban your Irelia?
No, because I like my Aurelia, but
Okay.
I play a lot of mid champs, so I don't know if that would work out well.
You are gold 1, I believe, is what Twitch chat was saying.
No, I peaked like Diamond 4.
Oh, okay. Different from what that makes a lot more sense. Diamond 4 versus bronze. That's kind of or bronze iron. That's kind of how I expect the matchup to go.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think I played like one or two games. I haven't played a lot this season, or yeah.
okay. Do you think top lane would have gone differently if they had Juicebox playing, or do you think game happens the same no matter what, even if a 700 LP player is 700 LP higher player is playing for their top side?
Um, well, I feel like mid
Is
is
there
probably.
hope for Team 10?
Is there hope for Team 10? Yeah, why not? Um, I think there's hope for anything, but yeah, I think if their top lane challenger was here, then there could be like a situation where we're both mid and top are fed, and it's just like who's more fed and who has like the better supporting team. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does indeed make sense. You guys were winning bot lane, you guys were winning mid lane, top lane was essentially even. I was telling the stream that You know, if you are this master player's top lane, you kind of have to like win laning phase early. So picking a scaling top laner may not be the best if your other lanes are going to get snowballed. But it will be interesting to see what Juicebox ends up playing in their next game.
Hmm.
Any comments? Anything to say to your competitors in coming the next week before we end the stream here?
Don't ban my champs, I guess.
All right, we'll look forward to your next, hopefully, Irelia performance. Just as a reminder to the Twitch stream, we have another game at 7 p.m. and then another game at 9 p.m. And I think they will both be streamed, so be sure to tune in and watch those games. With that, I think we can end stream. Bye
Bye.
bye, chat.